LEGO bricks are designed to connect. So what if LEGO stories are designed the same way? Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. You've seen LEGO City, you've seen LEGO Ninjago, you've seen the LEGO movie. Well, at least I hope you've seen it, otherwise this would be a little bit awkward. What if I told you they were connected this whole time? I don't know why I said what if I told you. I'm telling you, they're connected. I think they're connected. But let's start from the first major breakthrough, the LEGO movie. This is where everything really started to come together. But first, it's important to understand the storytelling of that film. On the surface, the movie follows Emmett, an ordinary LEGO construction worker who isn't like the other girls. I'll just continue, yeah? And he becomes a hero in a world that looks like a massive LEGO city. But crucially, the lore of this movie is presented as one giant collection of many different LEGO sets, existing as part of the same toy universe. The entire setting of the movie is built with the idea that various LEGO themes, meaning physical brick sets, actually coexist in a narrative world. And you see this within the first 4 minutes of the movie. Many references to other LEGO themed worlds appearing repeatedly in the background or in equipment and signage. The biggest case of this is Heart Lake City. Now, Heart Lake City connects to a franchise called LEGO Friends, which I've never really understood because they don't look like LEGO. It's the main hub of that theme, a massive sub-brand in LEGO's brand. Brand. In context of the film, the fact that that Heart Lake City sign just exists in the world is not just a visual Easter egg. It's a signal that LEGO Friends isn't just another world or universe. It signifies that it's a connection to this city. Just then, we have already got a tight connection between LEGO Friends and the LEGO movie. There are more obvious examples as we get into the movie, but a couple more background examples: the appearance of LEGO pirate elements, some which you can find in real life sets, in background crowd scenes. The same goes for Bionicle references, and the city's structure, environmental structure in general, is very similar to the likes of LEGO City. You could plop Chase McCain down there and his vehicles and other buildings and it would just fit perfectly. They use the same architectural elements. And if they were really separate worlds or separate universes, do you really think that all those civilizations came to exact same conclusion of how to build things? But the main thing confirming that these characters do go hand in hand is this scene. In this scene, we see Emma in a room with a bunch of so-called master builders, and there's many different characters from different themes. You have the astronaut, some of LEGO's most iconic minifigures, but more importantly, the green ninja, Lloyd.
Lloyd?
That's right, it's me, your son, and it's Lloyd, Dad.
No. Lloyd. I named you.
You ruined my life!
How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
Boom, we've just linked LEGO Ninjago to the LEGO movie and LEGO Friends. We've not directly linked LEGO City to that game yet, but there's small inklings of a connection. And if you just thought it was a coincidence that they have Heart Lake City in the first movie, they put it in the second movie as well. It's these little visual elements and visual drops that concrete it for me, cement it for me. I'm just going to put that away because that word is clearly not working. Let's talk about LEGO Ninjago. I've watched this series so many times. For some reason, I've never watched the movie. This was my childhood. But LEGO Ninjago is one of LEGO's most successful animation story thingies. You know what I mean? You getting it? Are you in the room with us? It's one of their most story-rich original franchises, complete with its own mythology, elemental powers, unique locations, and character hierarchies. It's centered around the ninja characters, Lloyd, Kai, Cole, Jay, Zane, and Nia, who protect the city of Ninjago from a range of villains, from Serpentine to dark elemental masters. What makes LEGO Ninjago especially relevant to this, in no connection whatsoever to my previous point about the LEGO movie, is clutch powers. Now, I remember watching this, because I watched it recently as well, of this person called Clutch Powers, and he didn't have much context in these couple episodes, talking about how he was famous and he's retired and he has a book. And it was only when I went to a charity shop that I found this. Well, not this exactly, because it is just a PNG that I'm moving around, but you get my point. The Adventures of Clutch Powers. This was an old LEGO franchise, their first animated movie apparently, full length. So we have a massive overlap between Ninjago and Clutch Powers, a character from the 2010 film in the LEGO Ninjago series. While Clutch is adapted slightly for Ninjago, his inclusion is a clear example of a LEGO character moving from one franchise world to another. And it's not like they have to do some massive thing for him to get there, he just rocks up on his ones. Actually, I think he was hospitalized or something, so maybe not rocking up on his ones, but he was there. you get me? And the fact that there's a lack of context for this person makes it concrete to me that they're explicitly linked and he's part of the lore. Now that was the big one, but in the backgrounds of LEGO Ninjago episodes, you do see other references to games and series, like posters of Rock Raiders and LEGO Classic Space. These aren't background jokes, but a deliberate world-building artifact that suggests that these are recognized elements within the Ninjago world. Now don't quote me on this because I've not actually seen this movie. The LEGO Ninjago movie was very similar to the LEGO movie. More similar to the LEGO movie than I would personally say the Ninjago series. The animations, the frame rate, everything, the world building. And it's apparent that people spotted background characters from the LEGO movie in the LEGO Ninjago movie. Ninjago is a prime example about how LEGO's original franchises maintain their own narrative continuity, while also acknowledging other LEGO properties.
A man has fallen into the river in LEGO City.
The LEGO City franchise is one of LEGO's most popular modern franchises, especially after the Wii U exclusive game came out. It was all Nintendo fans had at the time. It was their version of GTA and they loved it. It's one of the most grounded LEGO original universes, depicting a bustling metropolis filled with minifigures leading everyday lives, from police officers and firefighters to shopkeepers and city workers. The main character, Chase McCain, exists in this city which, as I've mentioned before, mirrors the architecture, the LEGO movie, but also LEGO Ninjago. There's also nods to other franchises. Some of the store signage, building, posters, and background props visually reference Heart Lake City, and occasionally Classic Space. For example, a toy store interior includes shelves with LEGO Friends boxes and a miniature spaceship resembling Classic Space sets. We have other smaller games that I didn't even know about until the researching of this video. For example, LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed and LEGO Quest and Collect involves a series of different minifigures crossing over into this world and fighting. Seems a bit random, but there is a connection between them, and even if they aren't in the same worlds, they are connected. LEGO City minifigures such as Police Officer Primo, Firefighter Ash, Street Sweeper Sal, and Paramedic Poppy appear alongside characters from Ninjago, the LEGO movie, and other franchises. Whilst not as concrete as, I've said that word so many times. Whilst not as concrete as some of the other connections, you can't deny that there aren't some similarities between LEGO City and all the rest of the LEGO self-made franchises. So there's a possibility that they could all be in the same world. We see this in the LEGO movie, how there's different sets together, and how that a lot of the cities and architecture are very similar. But then you have a game like LEGO Worlds. LEGO Worlds. And that changes things up a bit. So you're not just running around in one world and going to different cities and different places and finding all these franchises. You are going to different worlds. Now there is a connection between all of this. Since you're world hopping, you can steal elements from LEGO Ninjago, from all different types of LEGO franchises all together. And whilst that disproves the theory of them being in the same world, it still proves that they're in the same universe. Otherwise it would be called LEGO Different Universes and not LEGO Worlds. The concept of LEGO Worlds is helping out in different worlds, and it literally shows you visually traveling to those different worlds, and you unlock characters and architecture and buildings from these worlds, and you can make them your own. Pretty cool game, right? And it makes sense. I'll get to that a little bit later on how that might not actually be the answer. And I want you to take all of that information you've got, all of that carefully curated world building, and just shove it, push it, and get rid of it. Put it into a stinky old bin, because now we have LEGO Dimensions. This is where you realise that I've just been talking a load of shit, because I don't know what's going on. You see a difference? LEGO Worlds and LEGO Dimensions. There's a word there that's slightly different, and it means slightly different things. I don't know what I'm doing. What's that? Again, I'll continue with the video. Whilst LEGO Worlds made it out to be parallel worlds in the same universe, supposedly, this suggests that it's completely different universes. For example, players might start in a LEGO City street and then travel via a portal to a Ninjago temple, with the two environments existing side by side but following separate storylines. Characters from different franchises can meet in the game because of the portal mechanics, but these interactions are framed as multiverses rather than natural coexistence. In other words, it treats them as completely separate dimensions, which is important for this shared universe theory because it gives us a contrasting perspective. On the one hand, the evidence from the LEGO movies, LEGO City games, Ninjago TV series, Clutch Powers, and Sandbox games suggests that LEGO's original franchises are physically and conceptually compatible, following the same rules of minifig design, environment physics, and modular construction. On the other hand, LEGO Dimensions explicitly separates these worlds into parallel universes, implying that even LEGO itself recognizes that not every story exists in a single timeline or location. The LEGO franchises in general operate under a choice of a narrative perspective. Same world, same timeline, different worlds, different universes. It's kind of your pick because they've given us contrasting data. There is one other thing though that can add to this, and I don't know if it helps either case or just confuses this way more. Let's go back to the LEGO Movie. At the end of this LEGO Movie, we see the guy from Elf and some Ute actually acting out the end scenes of the LEGO Movie, suggesting that this is all just a playset, which is kind of the basis of the movie. As I said, it's different playsets existing in the same world or universe. If all of these LEGO franchises exist in real life, which is one universe, do all the LEGO pieces, the same universe? I mean, how is it possible that we're traveling to different universes and different worlds? It means that there's some stupid person coming up with all these ideas, and I think I know who it is. Him. This little boy has made me spend hours researching this video for nothing, because the conclusion is the same. I don't know. That is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all later, famalam.